So I'm just so excited. Let me thank you again for giving us this opportunity. You've ignited a lot of thoughts in my mind, very positive thoughts. And I would like to find out, as the High Commissioner from Ghana to UK and Ireland, what does your job entail?
Oh, it's big. It's to deepen the bilateral relations between the UK, the Ghana, and Ireland, and all the other smaller islands that are under me. Is to deepen the diasporan relations, bring investments back home. We are supposed to engage in economic diplomacy. So with that, next year I have a huge investment coming up. We are planning a big investment forum from where we have participants from both Ghana and the UK coming together to share ideas to see how we can move investment from here to Ghana. I also plan a few breakfast meetings with business people who are interested. We'll meet. I plan to meet the influential Ghanaians here. This Sunday, I'm having a Thanksgiving service with the community. So all that cultural diplomacy, exchange of cultural ideas is part of it. Tourism, travel drive from Ghana to the UK is part of it. We do have a lot of meetings. I'm sure when you see me having meetings, you wonder what we talk about, but the end results is what we are all looking at. So these meetings, sometimes we travel um, around the jurisdiction to have meetings. I'll be going to Oxford very soon to meet with the professors over there. We are looking at getting a dedicated slot for Ghanaian students. And that this slot is for Ghanaian students who qualify. So education, it's very broad. We take care of the whole lot. It's very, very broad.
Wow. And we have an able absent in this role. This is so exciting. The first of, first female. This is really inspiring. And I hope even after you, they'll bring more female.
Oh, yes. We've broken the glass ceiling. So, yes, we there will be more sisters in the house.
Amen.
We'll have more sisters in the house, because I will make sure that as a woman, I leave a mark.
Yes.
And once I leave a mark, the door will be open for other women. Because if you don't perform, then you shut the door to other women. So that's why I work very hard, so that my sisters can also get in.
Amen. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much for making the time.
Thank you.
Now let's talk about living in the UK. And we have a perception in Ghana that the grass is greener here. That's all we see and think about. But I feel that there may be opportunities in Ghana that we are overlooking or maybe not even seeing and not leveraging enough. Instead, so many of us are looking for all the money we can to come out here and then get that so-called greener pastures. From your perspective, what do you think we are not looking at locally enough and we should pay attention to because it has opportunities for us?
Ghana holds a lot of opportunities for everyone. I never left Ghana after I completed university. I did all my schooling in Ghana. And after I finished school, finished Tech, University of Science and Technology. Most of my mates left. Some of them came to the UK, some of them went to the US. I still don't know where some are. Yeah. But I stayed. And if I hadn't stayed, I might not have gotten this opportunity of entering into politics. When it comes to agric, yesterday I hosted the national best farmer, Cocoa, and he was here, a young man. Normally when they say cocoa farmers, you think of old people, but this is a young man. So this man has the opportunity to travel here. He's a national best cocoa farmer. He's making money from cocoa because cocoa contributes a lot to our economy. But most of the young people are looking for white collar jobs. That's why they leave. So they complete school, first degree, they do a master's, they do a PhD. Really, it's more like perpetual students. They are always in school. There's no job experience, and the next they want to leave. But there's opportunity in Ghana. I know a few young people who are into oil. They are making millions. Young people, young men. If you take our own Deputy Agri Minister John Dumelo, he's a young man. He's into farming, But it's because we look beyond. Most of the time, we look beyond what is available to us in front of us, and we are looking at going on the other side to go and go and do cleaning or something. But if you see, if we could accept the fact that I can do cleaning in London, but I don't want to do cleaning in my country. You see, so they don't mind going out there to do that, but in their country, you can't even get one. So there are opportunities. There are lots of opportunities in various sectors, but the problem is only because everybody wants to be employed. And currently, our government has the National Youth Entrepreneurship Program, where we are selecting about 10,000 people to give them funding to set up their own businesses. So, if you go and you have a business idea, they will give you the seed capital to start. You see, but most of the time in Ghana, people even sell their houses to get visas to travel abroad. But you have to start from somewhere. When you take shea butter, the people are producing and packaging shea butter. Look, I saw black soap, I saw black soap packaged nicely, and I was shocked. And all these businesses are being done by young people. And if you go on TikTok, apart from the people who use TikTok to fight, the other people use TikTok to do business. Yes, because I sometimes buy stuff from young people on TikTok. I see a cloth, African print I like, I take a screenshot, I send it to them, pay, and they'll come and deliver it to you in less than an hour. So the young people are making ends meet. They have their own businesses. I'm so proud of them. But until you can sit down and I understand that you can create your own wealth and not wait for someone to create it and employ you, you have to understand that. And I would add this: when I finished tech, the issue of unemployment was there. So that was when I set up my own restaurant. I bet you didn't know that.
No.
You didn't know that. So I set up the Zita's Inn, very popular at North Legon, because I had come out of university, first degree, no job. I'm not going to sit there. I know how to cook. I love cooking.
Cook yourself?
Yes. Wow. I love cooking. So I set up my business and then I started. So once I was in law school, I had my business Zita's Inn running.
Wow.
I had my little baby also running around. Sometimes I'll attend discussions with her at the law school. And
Wow. So is Zita's Inn still functional?
Oh no. Okay. So I left Zita's Inn, and then later we opened the Ziba. Okay. Ziba at the World Trade Center. But because I went out of town for a while, so problems of managing it and all that, I had to shut it down. Yes, but it's something I do. I don't wait. You don't wait for someone to employ you. If you have a talent, you know how to cook, you know how to farm, you know how to sew. You can make money from it, and that's what I did.
Fantastic. And speaking of, so you were even promoting some brands, local brands. Are there any partnerships between our government and the UK and Ireland and all these other countries that we can leverage? Young entrepreneurs can leverage.
Yes, I know the Ghana Chamber of Commerce, the GC, Ghana Chamber of Commerce, UK Chamber of Commerce. Okay. They have programs. They were here about 3 weeks ago on a road tour with people into fashion designers, and those ones they came on a road tour to promote made in Ghana way. Okay. Made in Ghana way. So there's that. And the UK itself, we have an agreement with the UK where the TPA, we call it the trade partnership agreement, where if you import or export to Ghana or the UK, you don't pay any taxes or tariffs. But people don't know about it. No, you don't pay any taxes. So when you For those of, if you are like yeah, shea butter production, black soap production, any other non traditional export product, if you bring it here, you export it and you want to sell it, you don't pay any taxes according to the TPA that we have. Yes.
Okay, so I'm super excited because one of the things we recently did at Papa Bashanti, we trained about 40 women in African black soap making.
Yes.
And what we look to do is to sell wholesale to exporters and stuff. But I didn't even know we would have the opportunity to bring it ourselves and not pay taxes.
Yes.
Okay, so how do we start?
See the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and then I think you need to register with them.
With them, okay.
And then
so if you are listening, you know where to go. Get that. Let's all run fast. Okay. And then I want to ask you about your legacy as a person, as a woman leader, as a Ghanaian. What is that legacy you're looking to leave that in 50, 80 years when you're no more, the Ghanaians and all over everyone would look back and say, Zita was here?
Yes. I like to be kind to people, and so when I interact with people, I show respect. I like to be kind to them because you don't know what people are going through. And since I've been here, I've been trying to get close to the community because I picked up information that they felt distant from the mission. I got a lot of complaints that they don't want to know about us because of the relationship that we have in the past that the mission has with them. But I've managed to work on that. I've reached out to them, the various groups, trying to deepen the relationship that we have, trying to give a new face to the mission, to let them know that the mission is here because of them. And so they cannot be at loggerheads with the mission. So the mission should be their hope. So I'm doing that. So one day they will remember that when Zita came, Zita got close to the community, we could come to the mission. And I hope that it stays. I hope it stays that way. Also, with regards to UK-Ghana relationship, I hope to deepen the bilateral relationship that we have. We've had a very long historical relationship with the UK. Ghana is highly respected in the UK, and I feel good when I go out and then I introduce myself and I say Ghana, I catch everybody's attention, and Ghana is doing very well, and there are a lot of businesses that want to go to Ghana to do business, and so I want to ride on that to ensure that during my tenure we'll be able to take enough investment back to Ghana to improve foreign direct investment, to open up businesses, to help with the reset agenda of His Excellency. Next week, for instance, the House of Commons has organized a lunch meeting for us to come and meet a group of businessmen who are interested in doing business with Ghana. So those are the things I want to leverage on to leave a legacy, to work. So for me, it's not just doing the usual diplomacy of between the countries, but also engaging the diaspora, making sure that the diaspora is also well taken care of. I have other small countries under my jurisdiction. For instance, Jersey. Jersey is an island in the UK, and we are trying to do labor exchange program with them. So we go there because they need labor. So we are trying to get the labor exchange where we send Ghanaian labor over there, skilled workers, non-skilled workers, people in the service, hospitality industry, farming, yes, farming, yeah. So yeah, we've had meetings with Jersey. We'll be working with Jersey on that. Yeah, so there's a lot that I'm looking at. And
okay, so I have 3 rapid fire questions that I'm going to ask you. Just answer with a short phrase that feels right to you. The first one is, if I could advise my younger self in one short sentence, I would say,
rejection is part of life. Just when you're rejected, just sit back, reorganize yourself, and bounce back.
Bounce back. Thank you. The second one is I am fabulous because
Because I am me. I am me.
I like it. And then finally, one book that has greatly helped me in leadership.
One book. When leaders lead.
When leaders lead.
When leaders lead.
Okay.
It talks about the different kinds of people that you would encounter as a leader. The ones that are lackadaisical, the ones that don't care, the ones that are, and how to deal with them. Sometimes you need to step back, talk gently to them, and handle them. And then you have all of them falling in line. The ones that don't believe in your vision, but then eventually you have to let them know why they need to believe in that vision as a leader for you to succeed. So we have all sorts, but you, as a leader, you have to be able to reach out to them. Everybody is not the same. Some people may not even like you as a leader. Like I told you about my former chief director who would go behind me and go and say that I'm not going to listen to her, but when she comes, she listens. So when leaders lead, you don't have to shout and scream, but you have to have your way of doing it.
Okay. Fantastic. Your Excellency, let me just say I have enjoyed this interview, and one thing that helps me know I'm really in the zone is when I start getting goosebumps. And I was getting it. It's been beautiful. But before I wrap up, I want to ask you, is there a question I should have asked you that I didn't?
Okay. So I would answer that. But before then, I would want to thank His Excellency the President, John Dramani Mahama, for giving me this opportunity. 15 men have come and gone, and I am the first woman. So for him, for believing in me to put me here, I can assure him I won't let him down. I will work double hard. and to his wife, the First Lady, my own mother, Madame Lodina, she's my mom. I love her so much. Thanks for all you do for me. I can't just, words can't express how much I love you, mommy. And to your question, what motivates me is a question that you didn't ask.
Okay.
What motivates me? Helping people motivates me. Being able, look, when I do one good deed for someone, and the person is happy, I get so excited. I get fulfillment in my spirit. I feel I have changed a life, and when I sleep, I smile in my sleep. So helping people motivates me, and that's why I do what I do. Otherwise, I'd have given up a long time ago. What motivates me? Haters motivate me. Yes, when you hate on me, that's when I'm even going to work harder to show you in your face that there you are. I have done it. What motivates me? You'll be surprised when I say this one. I listen to Beyonce a lot.
I love Beyonce. I love Beyonce.
And her lyrics. When I'm going through tough times, I listen to Beyonce. I know not to stay there. So you're going through something and you listen to Beyonce. I know that, look, you're a strong woman. You better come out of that situation because you can survive it. When you're annoying me, I listen to Beyonce. I just know that I know what I'm telling you in my head. So her lyrics, actually, I think that listening to her over time has kind of made me stronger.
Wow. Oh, Beyonce, don't we just love you?
You won't understand it until you understand lyrics of different music. Maybe you won't understand, you won't like Beyonce's music, but her lyrics.
For any woman who is watching, before I even ask this question, let me let you know that when I got the opportunity to come and see you, I was actually looking for a private audience with you, but I thought actually this is so special. I should share it with all the young women, especially who follow us. So I'd like you to speak to a young woman watching you, feeling inspired, and would love to be you in a few years. What message do you have for such a woman?
Never give up. Never give up. Work hard. Focus. Do what you believe. Listen to your intuition. Don't let anyone bring you down. And I'll tell you why. There's something we call affirmative action for women. I sit in the same class with a man. I teach the man. I remember when we were in law school, there's a man that we helped, a group of us, a group of young ladies. We used to study together. Myself, Ellen, Amma would study together, but he was always not coming to class. But when he gets to exams, he joins the girls' group, and then we literally teach him, and he passes. So we sit and teach a man, and when it's time for appointments, they say affirmative action, that women should get a quota and the rest should go to men. I believe that we've gone beyond that. Once we all have the same qualification, we should all be given the same opportunity, instead of saying that this quota is for men and this quota is for women. So for me, what I'll tell them is that the world is not fair to women. You have to work twice as hard to get what your mate that you taught in class would get. So we work twice as hard. We have a marriage to grapple with. If you don't get a supportive husband, you would go down, because if you're not careful, you'll be the one to even pull you down with all sorts. We have children to take care of. We have all that to take care of. So we work twice as hard. You are blessed. I'm blessed. I have a very supportive husband. So he's always there for me to support me and guide me. But so you have to consider these things when you are entering into a career. Think about the man you are going to marry. Is he supportive? Does he believe in your dream? Does he agree with what you are doing? Because if right from the dating stages you see signs, then you should know that when you get to that higher level, you are not going to have any peace. So all these things matter. You have to work twice as hard. Focus. Know what you want. Don't let anyone tell you can't do it, because you are capable. You can do it. You're very capable. So just focus on what you are doing and work hard. It's all hard work. I believe in hard work. I work really hard. So if you work hard, it pays off.
Yeah. And you are on time. So I recently read a post where you were going to speak somewhere and you were there before the event started, and I was just giving you fans.
My staff always know. They will say that Echi will get there before us. So when you give me 2 o'clock, I'll get there. If you're not careful, I get there maybe 10 minutes before.
Wow.
And wait, yes. And I learned that from the former president, His Excellency John Ivan Satamils. He was my boss. So with him, he was very punctual. And he will tell you that if you are late, you can't enter. So I learned that from His Excellency. May his soul rest in peace. He gave me my first opportunity. So
bless him. Bless him. Bless all men who support women. And speaking of which, I would also want to bless my own husband, who is amazing. You can't see him on camera, but he's right there.